Hello, my beautiful Virgos. I hope you all are doing amazing. Today, I'm going to be tapping into the energies of those of you that are currently not in communication with your person. So, as per usual, I will be starting off with an oracle, and we can just clarify those existing energies with tarot. Alrighty. For my Virgos, please, in separation. Okay, so Sagittarius pulled this card as well, so I'm not sure if you have Sagittarius placements in your chart here, Virgo, or maybe you are involved with one. Either way, guys, this could be where there's a lack of stability here, or that could be the main thing that you guys are focused on. It could also be some sort of repetitive pattern or something that you feel like is needing some sort of change. You feel like it could be a behavioral trait. It could be a cycle that keeps repeating itself, right? Either way, I do feel like right now you guys are focused on attaining some sort of clarity that brings you more stability, or you are wondering, hey, is this something that can work for the long haul? Was this a situation that was just temporarily stable? These are the thoughts that could be crossing your mind at this time. Okay, Virgo, let's see. This could be an individual that needs to relocate, or they need to in order to be with you, which means they need to leave behind some sort of stable situation that they're in. Could be like a job. Let's see. So we have door to spirit. Alrighty. So 32, which also reduces to 5 here. Okay, here's what I see, Virgo. I feel like for many of you, you could feel a bit powerless about this situation at this time. And I'll tell you why. I feel like, Virgo, there's a lot that you don't know, okay? You may feel like other areas of your life are going amazing. You know, you guys could be relocating, you could be maybe getting a new job, or there's just a lot of changes happening where you're happy and you want to enjoy these changes. But for some reason, when you think about the situation, it weighs you down. Like, this is a very heavy energy mentally, guys. That's what I'm picking up on. There's been a lot of changes here. There's been a lot of obstacles, and you just don't know what to do at this time, or the fact that you're in a period of separation and, where there's a lack of communication, you don't want to play the guessing game. You don't want to guess what can happen. You don't want to guess how this person's feeling. You're trying to be in a very grounded and realistic energy at this time, is what I'm picking up on. A door to spirit. You may feel like you want your person to have more faith in this connection, or you want them to finally surrender. Like, when you think about this situation or this person here, right? Not only may you feel like the emotions here are very potent, you can feel that there's some sort of resistance, and resistance to change, resistance to attain stability. There needs to be some sort of change in order to attain the stability that you guys desire here. So it could be that, again, you want your person to give in, or just let go of, whether it's they're operating from pride, whether it's they're attached to the past, whether it's they have addictions, right? There's something here you want this person to let go of, because you don't want to just anticipate progress. You actually want to see it happen. You're just in a more realistic mindset here. Okay. Something could be happening one after the other, like in sequence, because we do have the number 4 and then 5. So it could be that, for example, if this person gains some sort of clarity, it would be like a domino effect. They gain some sort of clarity, and then they reach out, and then it leads to you guys, having a heart-to-heart conversation. Something could be happening in order, is what I'm picking up on. Let's see. And like Virgo, I do see also in the card Door to Spirit, like you try so hard to not let negative thoughts get to you, and you're doing a good job at it. It seems that, you know, you're in a better space mentally, but it doesn't mean that some days don't feel heavier, right? Just validating your emotions here, Virgo. I do feel like sometimes you're kind of like, why me? Or like, just feeling very emotionally exhausted because you feel like these emotions are so repetitive, and that would drive anyone up a wall, right? So, okay, let's see. Rest and rejuvenation. So this is kind of like that Four of Swords energy, right, guys? So I do feel like not only are many of you maybe in this period of feeling like you want to get some critical thinking done, and you feel that you don't want external influences affecting the way you view this bond. Like, I see that some of you may not even be associating to anyone about this, right? So maybe not even your friends, maybe not even your family. You just feel like no one understands you, or you feel like this is something where you need to think about it and you need to come to a conclusion on your own, okay? I'm picking up on my Virgos here who are more, you know, kind of more in an introspective period, like that Hermit energy. Someone who feels like a lot of things are being illuminated to them, but they're on this journey alone. So some days it feels alone, but other days you feel like that's the right thing to do, right? Sometimes the right thing to do doesn't feel so easy, but again, you're doing something here for your highest good. Okay. Yeah, bottom of the deck here, guys, is Angel of Balance. So it essentially talks about you wanting to restore some sort of balance here. You wanting to set things fair. And if there was any unfair treatment in the past, you want it to come to the forefront. It's not something that you're willing to sweep under the rug here. Okay, let's see. As I split my deck, guys, we do have the Hierophant here as well as the King of Wands. Okay, so it talks about one person here who probably wants commitment, or there seems to be a clash when it comes to your belief system, what you guys want from this connection. King of Wands, you know, this person is wanting to nurture you. They're very passionate about you. They do think about a commitment, but I feel like for many of you, there's a difference here. One person operates from passion and one person operates from logic. And it's not to say that the person operating from logic is not, you know, passionate here, but it seems that someone here needs to be a bit more grounded in their approach, right? Could be a tad bit of an in and out energy, or a very unpredictable energy at that. All right. Okay, so we have the Chariot here, guys. Okay, can you guys see that? Yeah, perfect. So some of you may be involved with the Cancerian here, but it talks about forward movement. It talks about progress. It did come out sideways for you guys, so I would like to say that some days it could be that things are picking up, or you feel like something's going to occur, and other days you're like, wow, this is really at a standstill. This could also be symbolic for the past and how your bond was while you guys were in communication with each other. Like, you may have felt that it was very on and off, or you felt that it would take like one thing for this person to be upset, or one thing for them to avoid, you know, speaking to you. Like, I don't know why, but I'm picking up on some of you kind of being involved with an individual who kind of just resorts to silent treatment instead of laying things out on the table. And this could really affect you, especially if you feel that communication is one of those things that matter a lot to you in a bond here, right? Maybe you feel like, when I'm upset and when something's wrong, I like to talk about it. I don't like to avoid it. I don't like to, you know, put it on the back burner or bottle it up. Okay, so some of you feel like during the time of this bond, you had to bottle up a lot of emotions, a lot of thoughts, where it made you feel like you were imploding in one way or another. Okay, let's see. Some of you may be involved with the Libra, but the mutual energy here seems to be wanting things to be fair. It's like both of you think about the situation and you know there was wrong. Both of you know right from wrong, but it's almost like there's this urge that your person may have to want to come in and apologize, or want to come in and explain themselves, right? But then it's also this urge to hold back, because the next card talks more about resting, or kind of like that Four of Swords energy, right? Like being in solitude. I do feel like for many of you, this is someone who views you to be highly intelligent, but also someone who is very sure of what they want. And time again, as I'm channeling for you guys here, I do feel like one energy here is a lot more logical and stable. I feel like the other energy is a bit impulsive. Like, I'm not saying they don't have the ability to be logical, but I'm picking up on someone who's a bit scatterbrained at this time. You know, thinking about a lot, feeling a lot, which is resulting in them having a harder time making a decision, or having a harder time figuring out what their next steps are. Okay. Knight of Wands and the Nine of Cups. Okay. So even here with the Nine of Cups, I see that you are emotional fulfillment. This is who you like. You're like an ideal partner to this person. Okay, guys. Nine of Cups is when you feel like, you know, this is someone who understands you on all aspects. This is someone where you guys get along. You know, you're able to talk about, you know, pretty much anything here. But with that Knight of Wands, it's a very fickle energy. It's very in and out. Some of you either view this person as a player, or you feel like this is an energy where your person has a hard time making up their mind. Like, they may tell you they love you, they may tell you, you know, they want to spend forever with you, but their actions speak differently. Or the fact that, like, remember, we were touching on kind of this in and out energy here, and it could even be that some of you feel this person's very unpredictable, because it will be like completely fine for a couple of days or a couple of weeks or maybe even a couple of months, and then it will come to a stop, like the bond here, or the communication will be great and then it will be a lack of communication, or this person will be super consistent with you and then they just kind of leave without an explanation. Or like, some of you feel like this person does things when it's convenient for them, and that's the very thing that bothers you, because you're like, I matter too. And not only that, a relationship is a two-way street, right? And like, it's not that you weren't being patient with this person. It seems that the more and more you thought about it, you felt misunderstood by this person, which could have caused you to reevaluate the situation. Okay. Sorry about that, guys. So bottom of the deck, King of Pentacles, Page of Swords, Death card. Spying on you to see if things really ended, to see if, you know, they can still do something about it, right? Still having a lot of emotions for you here, or are things really over? This is someone who's trying to read your energy or decode how you feel without essentially asking you, right? Chariot, let's see. Yeah, guys, 10 of Cups, and it came out sideways, and I'll keep it just like that because I feel like it goes with your spread. You know, it's someone who does have emotions for you. You know, we've established that, but it's someone who is very in and out, guys. It's someone who is failing to make a decision right now. It's not to say that that's not subject to change. Energies are fluid, but as of right now, I feel like they're more concerned about, are things over between me and Virgo, or can I try again? Which is fine to view it in that way, especially considering you guys are in a separation. But I feel like on the flip side, many of you, what you want this person to realize is what they want. So in other words, you don't want this person to communicate to you just because they feel like, you know, this is going to be over. You want them to communicate to you because they know what they want, because you want to see some sort of progress. Like, you don't want to have a conversation where you guys end up in square one, where this person says the right things and they're consistent for a while and then they're, you know, on their way out again, or they're, you know, back to their old ways here. You want to not only see changed behavior, but you want to see progress. And by progress, I mean, you're hoping this leads to a commitment. You're hoping that it leads to something more stable. You're not trying to repeat a cycle where you felt that it was there was a lack of stability, right? Justice. Yeah. This person misses you, you know, 5 of Cups, but it's someone who, it's like, okay, even if they walked away, right, guys? even if they were nonchalant about the situation, they keep looking back. They're like, oh, what's Virgo up to? You know, like, where's, you know, what's Virgo doing? Where does Virgo work now? You know, they're still very curious about you. And then the other reason they keep looking back is because they feel that they've treated you in an unfair manner. I feel like this is someone with a lot of regret, and it's causing them to be very impulsive. Like, it's like, I'll give you a generic example. Like, if this person is thinking, okay, yeah, what I did to Virgo in the past was very unfair. Yeah, I should just, you know, go and say sorry. I should definitely apologize, which is fine. You know, that's a good thing. They want to apologize. But what happens after the apology? Right, my beautiful Virgo? I think that's what you guys are wondering. Okay, fine. You apologize to me. I accept your apology. Now, is your behavior going to change? Is it going to be different this time around? Right? Or are we just apologizing to apologize? Nine of Cups, Knight of Wands. Let's see. And, you know, usually when cards come out sideways, it means it's in a troubled energy. So because the Ten of Cups is sideways, what they're having trouble deciding on is how to go about a commitment, how to fully commit to you or offer you a commitment, how to not be in and out, how to be decisive. You guys could quite literally be involved with an individual that you feel like you guys are opposites. And of course, opposites attract, but it's also this energy of they attract when they learn from each other. Right? So it seems that you're teaching a lot to this person in terms of, you know, being stable and only promising, you know, making promises you can follow through on. So it's almost like you have much more of a realistic approach, and this person knows that, but this person has great difficulty when it comes to saying the right things, right? But also following through on them. Nine of Cups, Knight of Wands. Let's see. Yeah, they feel very abandoned, and they want to come out of the cold with you. They feel like you're detached from the situation, and they still desire you, you know. But with that Five of Pentacles in reverse, it seems that there's more of a missing energy right now, Virgo. There's more of a I love Virgo and I miss them and I'm longing for them. But there isn't that energy of, okay, how do I right my wrongs? It's more like I miss Virgo, like I want things to be how they used to be, or like I want to speak to Virgo because I haven't heard from them in so long, someone who's craving your presence. But here's what I will say, Virgo, on your side, I'm sensing more of you want a firm decision. You may miss this person too, right? And you may be like, you know what, I wish we can hang out as well, but you don't want to miss this person and hang out with them so you guys can end up at, you know, maybe not the most stable place. You're willing to do, you know, A, B, and Z if it's going to lead to a commitment, if it's going to lead to something stable. So in your person's, you know, current energies here, I see them thinking about you a lot. This person still has a desire for you, and they know that they need to set things fair. But with the Five of Pentacles in reverse, if this person reaches out to you, I think the message will be something along the lines of like, I miss you and I want to talk to you again. Like someone who's going to come in to test the waters with you, but it's also because they genuinely miss you. But for those of you that are looking for an outcome of maybe having like a heart-to-heart conversation, or a heart-to-heart conversation that results in seeing more progress here, I think that your person is undergoing some sort of transformation. Or with that rest and rejuvenation card, it seems that there's still something here they need to let go of. There's still something here that they need to heal from in order to make a firm decision. So let's see if I can get you guys a closing card here for my Virgos, please. So these cards actually have, you know, a trigger statement as well as a true statement. So the trigger statement says, why does this always happen to me? The true statement, I am at peace. Some of you may feel that you are involved with someone who is in a tad bit of a victim mentality here. And if that's not the case, Virgo, it seems that your person is in this energy of feeling that things are just happening to them. not for them. So what does that mean? It's someone who is looking at the outcome, but they're not looking at what the outcome is teaching them. They're not learning right now. They're not realizing what's being illuminated to them. It's not to say they never will, but right now they are in this energy of, wanting a peace of mind, but also having a hard time accepting the lesson behind what's going on. They may just, like, some of you feel that this person is viewing this as like, oh, we're going to be back together, or, oh, it's just a separation. But you want them to, go beneath the surface here and realize, well, why are we in a separation, right? And what can we do differently so that this doesn't happen again, is what I'm picking up on. So my wonderful Virgos, that is what I'm getting for you this week. I really do hope you were able to find a message that resonated with you here today. And thank you so much for your time.